It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down by John Johnson.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's Ryan to throw. This one caught by Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The front office all smiles when the ink went dry on this new contract.
Not only them, how about the coaching staff? Because oftentimes the front office and the coaching staff may have different opinions about the value of a player. I think everyone was in sync on this one.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
This one caught by Ridley. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brought down at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
A loss of 4 yards.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Field it in the end zone. Runs through the contact. And he'll wind up netting positive yardage out of this as he's able to get it up near the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Number 19.
Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's taken in at the 9. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's to the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and this is caught for a Falcon touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Falcons push further out in front.
3 weeks, 3 touchdowns. It's obvious they've looked his way early and often in the red zone this year, and that's usually a pretty good place to find a tight end in the NFL.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
At the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Ryan's pass intended for number 19. Incomplete. 3 plays.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot him? They say just outside the 20-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And with the day he's having, as we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate this pregame meal next week.
Whatever it is, guaranteed he will ask for the exact same thing each and every week as long as he continues to run.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Number 19.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays is uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. He hasn't had his best day. They have been good running the football, and they have the lead, though. So maybe he just personally wants to improve his play.
And that's without a doubt, because at the end of the game, he wants to feel like he had a really good hand in his team winning, if in fact they do go on and get that done. But the bottom line is finding a way to win the game. So if you're not playing that well, but somebody else is on the team, keep going to that hot hand.
Yeah, not over yet, but looking good here in the 2nd quarter. 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. Ryan. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. To throw is Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. They'll look to set up his blockers. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice carry there of 15 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a handoff working right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A run of the jet sweep with Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And was it
going to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And from the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
A big play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Ryan, but he hits the tight end. It's Davis. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
A loss of a yard on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Here's Ryan. Able to get away. In the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
After the interception, here's Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice. Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0.